Have you ever wondered why it's so dang hard to stick to new habits, even when you really, really want to? Well, today, we're cracking open James Clear's Atomic Habits to pull out a simple but seriously powerful framework for making tiny changes that lead to huge results.
Okay, let's kick things off with the one idea that kind of changes everything. This quote, it's a total game changer. It basically flips how we think about success on its head. It's telling us to stop obsessing over the finish line and instead get serious about building the process that'll actually get us there.
But hang on a second. Aren't goals, a good thing? Isn't that what everyone tells us to do? It's a totally fair question. So let's really dig into why a goals-first approach can secretly be working against you.
Right, so the book points out two major flaws with being all about the goals. And these are things that can quietly sabotage our progress without us even realizing it.
Just think about it for a second. Every single person competing in the Olympics has the goal of winning a gold medal. So clearly, the goal itself isn't what separates the winners from everyone else. And maybe more importantly, goals put our happiness on hold. It's this if I achieve this thing, then I'll finally be happy kind of trap. And it forces us to live in this constant state of not quite there yet.
So if goals aren't the answer, then what is? Well, Atomic Habits gives us a really powerful alternative. It's about shifting our focus away from the outcomes we want and toward the processes that actually create those outcomes. We're talking systems over goals.
And I just love how this slide lays it all out. A goal is like picking a destination on a map. A system? That's your car, your gas, your GPS. The whole process that actually moves you forward. Goals are great for pointing you in the right direction, but it's the system that makes the progress. Oof, this one is such a powerful reality check. Your results right now, your health, your finances, your happiness, they're not an accident. They are a direct reflection of the systems, the habits you've been running. So if you want different results, you can't just wish for them. You've got to change the machine that's producing them.
Okay, so how do we actually build these better systems? This is where we get practical. Atomic Habits gives us this awesome, super simple toolkit called the 4 Laws of Behavior Change. Let's get into it. So deep inside your brain, every single one of your habits, good or bad, runs on this simple 4-step loop. There's a cue that triggers a craving, which leads to a response, which gives you a reward. Once you understand this loop, you can start to hack your own behavior. And here's where it gets really cool. The book gives us 4 simple rules we can layer on top of that loop to build good habits. And if you want to break a bad habit, you just flip them. It's brilliant. Let's walk through them. The first law is all about your environment. You want to make the cue for your good habit just unmissable. So if you want to eat more fruit, don't bury it in the back of the fridge. Put it in a big bowl right on the counter. You're basically designing your space to make the right choice the easiest choice. Law number 2. Make it attractive. Look, if you want to exercise more but you hate going to the gym, trying to force it is just never going to stick. You've got to find something you actually look forward to. Maybe it's hiking or dancing or a sport. The more you actually want to do something, the more likely it is you'll, do it. All right, law number 3 is to make it easy. Our brains are fundamentally lazy. They're wired to save energy. So the less effort or friction there is between you and a good habit, the better. Want to go for a run first thing? Well, lay out your clothes the night before. Make it a no-brainer. And the 4th and final law is to make it satisfying. Our brain loves a good reward. It's wired to repeat things that feel good. So you need to find a way to give yourself a little win right after you do your habit. It could be as simple as putting a big, satisfying check mark on a calendar. That little hit of dopamine tells your brain, hey, that was awesome. Let's do that again tomorrow. Okay, so we've got the 4 laws. But let's be honest, what's often the biggest, most difficult hurdle? It's just getting off the couch. It's just starting. To tackle this, the book has this amazing little hack called the 2-minute rule. The idea is simple. Take any habit you want to build and shrink it down until it takes less than 2 minutes to do. Right now, the goal isn't world-class results. The goal is just to master the art of showing up. I love these examples. They're perfect. You're not trying to run a half marathon today. Your only job is to win the battle of putting on your shoes. The whole point is to make the starting ritual so simple, so ridiculously easy, that it's almost impossible to say no. Because you can't improve a habit that doesn't even exist yet.
Man, this quote just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? The hardest part of the workout is almost never the workout itself. It's just getting yourself through the front door. Once you beat that initial resistance, everything else gets easier. Momentum is a powerful thing.
So we have these tiny 2-minute habits. But you might be thinking, can these little changes really add up to anything significant? And the answer is a huge, resounding yes. It all comes down to the magic of compounding.
Take a look at this number. It is absolutely mind-blowing. This is what happens if you get just 1% better every single day for a year. You're not just a little better, you are nearly 38 times better than where you started. That's the explosive power of those tiny, consistent gains. And this chart really paints the picture, doesn't it? It shows both sides of the coin. It's like a snowball rolling down a hill. At first, you barely notice a difference, but over time, those tiny changes compound, and you end up in wildly different places. Your daily choices are either taking you up that steep curve or down the other one.
And this is just such a crucial mindset shift. It's so easy to get frustrated when you don't see results right away. But what matters most isn't where you are today, it's the direction you're headed. Are your habits today putting you on a path to be 1% better? That's the only question you need to answer.
All right, so where does that leave us? Let's wrap all this up into one final, actionable idea to get you going.
This is it. This is the ultimate question. Forget the massive, life-changing goals for just a moment. The real magic happens when you actually do something. So think about it. What is one tiny, almost laughably small step you can take today that your future self is going to thank you for? Because that's where it all begins.